The world is changed, some say awakened. A lull in the flow of mystical energies subsided, and magic returned to the world. Elves, dwarves, orcs, and trolls assumed their true form, throwing off their human guise. Creatures of the wild changed too, becoming things of myth and legend. Modern society fights on, despite the odds, in an effort to assimilate the ways of magic into this technological world. The decades that followed the awakening were years of turmoil, panic, and chaos, as the four horsemen of the apocalypse seemed to race across the earth. Primitive cultures that had never lost touch with their mystical past began to use magic against the great nations that had suppressed them for so long. The vast global telecommunications network collapsed under an assault by a mysterious computer virus. Nuclear missiles were launched but failed to detonate. Dragons soared into the skies. Epidemics and famine ravaged the world's population. Clashes between newly awakened races and the rest of humanity became common. All central authority crumbled, and the world began to spiral down into the black abyss. But man and his kin are hardy animals. Out of the devastation and anarchy, order slowly reemerged. Cyber technology eradicated the last vestiges of the computer virus and replaced the old telecommunications network with what became known as the Matrix. New nation states of Amerindians, elves, orcs, and dwarves were formed. Metroplexes, vast city-states, sprawled over the landscape. Central governments were replaced by megacorporations that had become a law unto themselves. People who accepted their sovereignty were protected. The outcasts, dissidents, and rebels were exploited and abused, continuing a condition that has existed between the weak and the powerful since time began. I was going over my bookshelves today, and I found Shadowrun 2nd Edition. In my personal opinion, one of the funnest games ever. So I thought I'd kind of show it off a little bit. This game had very simple and easy to understand game mechanics, but it was excessively fun. The mechanics all boiled down to rolling a number of six-sided dice and trying to get a number on the dice. In Shadowrun, characters often encounter situations in which Game Master will ask the player to roll dice to determine the outcome. These dice rolls, called success tests, gauge how well or poorly a character performs a required task, be it shooting a security guard who disapproves of your face, or persuading an employer that one's services are worth a lot more than was originally offered. Success tests also determine how well a character resists damage and other unpleasant matters. Shadowrun uses a number of six-sided dice to resolve any challenge for a character. The Game Master will not require a test to find out if a character can open a door, but will probably ask the player to roll dice to see if his character can somersault through the office door, land on his feet, and fire his AK-98 at three assassins standing behind the corporation's chairman of the board, all without splattering himself or the hostage all over the room. Unlike most games, the results of the dice rolled are not added together, unless the rules specifically direct the player to do so, or unless D6 is preceded by a number or a skill or attribute name. The Game Master will provide the player with a target number against which he will make the dice roll. The player rolls the indicated number of dice and then compares each die result individually to the target number. Each individual die that scores equal to or greater than the target number is considered a success. The more dice that score the success, the better the result. For instance, Nick, a cat shaman, is rolling 4 dice against a target number of 4. The 4 dice come up 2, 3, 4, and 6. The 4 and 6 equal or exceed the target number, which gives Nick 2 successes. And there were two other rules as well. The rule of 1, this is a fumble rule and has 2 parts. Anytime a die roll results come up 1 in a test, that die is an automatic failure, no matter what the target number, but the test can still succeed as long as the other dice succeed. If all the dice rolled for the test become 1s, it means that the character has made a disastrous mistake. The result may be humorous, embarrassing, or deadly. etc. Then there's the rule of 6. The rule of 6 allows tests to succeed against a target number greater than 6, since the die only has 6 sides. It's probably a good thing this rule exists. When making a test against a target number greater than 6, the player may re-roll any dice that comes up a 6, and then add the new result to the 6. Say, for example, the one die result is a 6 in a roll against a target number greater than 6. The player re-rolls the 6 with a result of 5. Adding 2 together, the new result would be 11. This game was very well supported. And just a fun game. And I just felt the desire to kind of share about it. Map of North America. Well, watch your back, shoot straight, conserve ammo, and never ever cut a deal with the dragon. Hope everybody has a very great day.